Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. Getting ready for the second video installment of home maintenance on your cars. This one this week is going to be on how to change a spare tire. So as you can see, I've got both of our cars that are out here. We have our SUV and we have our sedan, and both of them are, you can find where the spare tire is, which is in the trunk. So in your trunk with the spare tire, you should be able to find your tire iron, which is going to help you loosen the nuts, the lug nuts on your tire, as well as the jack, which is going to be able to jack the car up so that you can change the tire. So first we're going to show my car over here because we're going to work on my wife's car today. In the bottom here, in the back, you can open it up, and down here in the bottom you can see that I have my jack and my tire iron, which will go right on the lug nuts. And then underneath this is where I have my spare tire. In my wife's car, same type of system. Open up the back. This one has a kind of storage system where I have a bag here that has my tools, and then underneath here, as I open up this cargo space, I have our jack, and then I have our spare tire. On the spare tire, you can see that there are some numbers. Your spare tire is a 50-50. What does that 50-50 mean? It means that you can drive for up to 50 miles on your spare tire and go a max of 50 miles an hour. So we're gonna get ourselves set up. I'm gonna get the jack put where it needs to be so we can start loosening up this tire. But first I wanna make sure that I loosen the tire on the ground and not up in the air, because if I do it up in the air, it's just gonna spin. Okay, so now you're ready to remove the tire. I've already removed and loosened up 4 of the lug nuts. I've got one that's left to show you just how tough they can be, especially if you were not the last one to put it on there, okay? So we had ours put on at the shop when we got our tires rotated last time with my wife's oil change. So those put on with an air wrench. So the other ones, I just have finger loose, but this bottom one I've yet to do. So you want to make sure that you have your tire iron facing you in there tight, guys. All right, so you can start to hear that pop. That means they're loose. You can see now my tire iron's able to move around. Evidently it's stuck in there. So we're gonna have taken it all the way off and we'll have to fix it. All right, so they're finger tightened. Now we'll show you exactly where you want to put the jack. So I got my jack, I've got my tool to raise and lower the jack, and if you come in and close here and see, want to get my jack in position, but there's a spot right here on the frame where you can see that's already carved out here on this, which is where you want to have the jack set. So you can see it's going to take some time to do this with the jack. You may want to use it with your hand. Just finger tighten it so that it'll go a lot faster before you get in your position. And again, it'll take some time. What I'll do is I'll turn it sideways so that I can start to get it, and hopefully you'll start to see. Now you want to make sure your parking brake's set. I set the parking brake beforehand. But I'm going to have this done as well, making sure that you're on a level surface so your jack doesn't slip. Once you get it high enough, you should be able to have your tool right here in the middle, and now you can see I'm just going around. And here in a moment, you should start to see the tire raise off the ground, and we'll be able to take the tire off. Thanks to my neighbor who's cutting his grass at the same time we're doing this video, guys. All right, so the tire, get it off the ground. All of our lug nuts, again, we're just finger tightened down there. So we can just finger tighten them off, loosen them off. I'm gonna go to my tool just to make it a little bit faster for me so I can spin it around. Remember, righty tighty, lefty loosey. So I'm spinning around. My lug nuts that have been removed, I want to make sure that I put them in a safe spot so they won't roll away anywhere. Put them away from the car. So I'm going to set them over here. If you got a cup somewhere, probably be a good idea. So here I got just a small little yellow cup. Put them in here, no issue. Sometimes you may have to give it a kick to kind of get it adjusted a little bit, and then it'll pop right off. All right. So now I got my tire off. I'll put the spare on, or in this case, I'm going to put this other one on, and I'll show you how to do that here in a moment. So we've gotten the tire off. I've showed you what it looks like here. You've got your brake, you've got your rotor, which is the disc, which is what the brake grabs onto. So you see that there. So just giving you kind of a picture of what that looks like. I'm going to put the tire back on. So it's just the reverse order of everything you did to take it off. So I get my tire in position. I'm going to lift it. You've got 5 lug nuts that you want to get on there. So I'm making sure that the tire's on well. Got my cup that kept my lug nuts handy. Just going to finger tighten. Four. Here we go. Last one. Okay, they're nice and snug. So what I'm going to do now is I had this extra safety jack that I put here. So I'm moving that out of the way. Put my tool back in, my hook tool, and all I do is I go backwards here, switch it up, reverse it, so lefty loosey. Down, got my tire here. And this is where you're going to want to use that body weight. So I'm going to get in a good spot here on the side. Just how I used my leg earlier to tighten it, or to loosen it, I'm going to use my foot to tighten it as well. All right, good to go. There you go. So now you just ended up changing your tire, saved yourself some money. You're not having to call roadside assistance. So I hope that helped out. Again, I hope you guys are doing well, and hope to see you soon.